Get ready, OCTV fans. It's time for your favorite trivia showdown where sharp minds go head-to-head to prove they've got what it takes. Welcome to the Red Raider Showdown.
For the past month, we've witnessed it all. Last-second answers, brilliant comebacks, and overtime wins. 20 senior homerooms entered the arena, each with dreams of trivia glory. And now, only 2 remain. Representing the Boardwalk region, the undefeated, top-seeded Bruno's Besties. And standing across from them, the underdog story of the tournament. Straight out of the Gardens region, the 14th seed who shocked the field, Dill's Pickles. Today, it all comes down to this. One final battle, one final question. Who is the best? This is the moment. This is the championship of the Red Raider Senior Showdown.
Now, please welcome your host for this exciting tournament finale, Cameron Williams.
Howie, how's it going, Howie? Welcome, Raider Nation. I'm your host, Cameron Williams, and we've got a packed house for today's epic championship showdown in the senior tournament. And what a matchup it is. The number 1 overall seeded Bruno's Besties taking on the Cinderella story of the bracket, the 14th seeded Dill's Pickles, as both teams battle for the first ever Red Raider Showdown championship trophy. Today's showdown features Connor Berich from Bruno's Besties and JP Forster from Dill's Pickles. Both these two have immense experience in the tournament thus far. Let's get started with the championship match. Let's take a moment to get to know our contestants quickly. JP, if you had any teacher to haunt you, what teacher would it be?
To haunt me?
Yeah.
Probably Miss Kelly, because Miss Kelly could tell me what to do for college.
Awesome. And how are you feeling today? Do you feel the pressure of letting down your team, possibly?
I feel pretty confident that'll be all right.
Connor, what about you? Any teacher that might ever haunt you?
Miss Palameke.
Any reason?
I failed that class.
Oh, well, that's not a bad reason. How are you feeling today? Ready to win, possibly? Yeah. All right. It's time for glory, fellas. Let's quickly go over the rules here. You'll each get 1 minute to answer the same 5 questions. If you don't know an answer, you can pass and we'll come back to it. Once you both go, we'll tally up the scores and see who has the most correct answers. All right, guys, let's play the Red Raider Showdown. All right, Howie, escort Connor into the isolation booth for the last time. Connor, this will be the last time you're ever in the isolation booth. I wonder what music is going in today. Howie, slamming the door. Yes, sir. JP, this is it. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
All right, let's get right into it. You've got 1 minute on the clock, and your quest to glory starts right now. Where can you find the Colosseum?
Rome.
That is correct. What was Ocean City's original name?
Pass.
Pass. How many points are in a touchdown?
6.
That is correct. Which actor played Batman in the 1989 film directed by Tim Burton?
Pass.
Pass again. Which planet is known as the Blue Planet? 28 seconds left.
Neptune.
That is incorrect. Back to number 2. What was Ocean City's original name? 20 seconds.
Cape May.
Cape May is incorrect. 15 seconds remain. Which actor played Batman in the 1989 film directed by Tim Burton?
Michael Keaton.
That is correct. That's a good answer right there. Howard, go on and bring out Connor for us. JP, that's a good answer right there. You'll go and switch with Connor there. Connor, come on out. JP, you will now go in there, put the headphones on, listen to some tunes. Connor, how was it in there? What was playing?
Some woman singing.
Some woman singing. Well, you can't go wrong with that. It's your chance now. Your chance to try to retain some glory, try to achieve first glory ever in the Red Raider Showdown history. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right, let's go. You've got 1 minute on the clock, and your quest to glory starts right now. Where can you find the Colosseum?
Rome.
That is correct. What was Ocean City's original name?
Pass.
Pass. How many points is a touchdown worth?
6.
That is correct. Which actor played Batman in the 1989 film directed by Tim Burton?
Michael Keaton.
That is correct. Which planet is known as the blue planet?
Neptune.
That is incorrect. Back to number 2, 30 seconds remaining. What was Ocean City's original name?
I have no idea.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is final answer. I have no idea is incorrect. That's a good showing though. Howie, go on and bring out JP Forster for us. That wasn't too bad. It's a good showing. JP, come on out. This is very suspenseful. JP, was there still just a woman singing in there?
Yes.
Could you put a face to the name?
Nope.
A name to the face?
Not at all.
All right. Let's find out the scores here. Here come the scores. It is all knotted up at 3-3. Dill's Pickles versus Bruno's Besties. Guys, this is the championship. We're going into sudden death. Let's quickly go over the answers real quick. Number 1, Rome, Italy. Number 2, Pex Beach. Number 3 was 6. Number 4, Michael Keaton. And number 5, which planet is known as the blue planet? That is Earth. That is a stumped up one. Guys, this is a championship round, and we are going into a sudden death question. Thank you, Mr. Mikowski, for these questions here. This is madness. All right, guys, this is madness. Guys, we're going to the buzzers here. This is why we have them out. Pick up the buzzer. When I read the question, you guys can buzz in, and whoever achieves it first will get first go at the question. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, this is championship. We are in the sudden death in the championship round. Here we go. The concept of gravity was discovered by which famous... Connor.
Isaac Newton.
That is correct. Connor, Berich, you guys take this down. Great job. But hold on, guys. We are not done. That is only the first round of Championship Showdown. Let's quickly get over this. It's now time for a rapid round, guys. Let's bring up our teams, including Mrs. Dill and Mr. Bruno. Guys, come on up. This is something new. We've never done it before. Both squads will come up. This is the rapid round. They are each homeroom are here to help out their teams, their squads, bring home the title. Welcome in members of Dill's Pickles, JP Forster, and Connor Berich, you and your team with Bruno. Let me explain the rapid round real quick. This is the first time we've ever done this. Surprise on all you, we got you. We're gonna put 2 minutes on the clock. Both teams will be on set. I'll ask a question. The first person to hit the buzzer gets to answer the question. If you're right, you get a point. If you're wrong, you lose a point. The team with the most points at the end of the round will win the senior tournament. No more tricks after this. Our staff in the control room is keeping the score up on the screen, so you guys will see it right away. The score is it is as is. So 4-3, you guys are up right now. Now there's a separate 20 questions. It will add on to that. By the end of the 2 minutes, we will see who will retain glory. Let's bring in the questions here. Thank you, sir. Guys, we are in the rapid round. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock, and the rapid round starts right now. What is the movie in which a character claims nobody puts a baby in the corner?
Dirty Dancing.
That is correct. Taylor Swift has a song named after which other famous country singer?
Oh, it's John something.
That is incorrect. Which U.S. state is known for peaches?
Georgia.
That is correct. What is the smallest country in the world?
Vatican City.
That is correct. What does Na stand for on the periodic table?
Sodium.
That is correct. Where do the Rockettes perform?
New York.
That is incorrect. Which country is Peppa Pig from?
Iceland?
That is incorrect. What company developed the Xbox 360 game console?
Microsoft.
That is correct. What's the main ingredient in tofu?
Soybeans.
That is correct. Who was the lead singer of the 90s grunge band Nirvana?
Kurt Cobain.
That is correct. What color is chlorophyll?
Green.
That is correct. Which U.S. state has a bear on its flag?
California.
That is correct. What is the name of the band that sang Californication?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That is correct. In Pirates of the Caribbean, what is the character Johnny Depp plays?
Jack Sparrow.
That is correct. What is the tallest tree in the world?
It's the redwood.
That is correct. What do you call a baby horse?
Calf.
That is incorrect. How many time zones are there in Russia?
3.
Incorrect. The hang loose hand sign uses which two fingers? Nope.
Pinky and thumb.
That's correct. What is the name of Pixar's first full-length movie?
Toy Story?
That is correct. What famous Greek warrior died after taking an arrow to the heel?
Achilles.
Achilles is correct. But Bruno's Besties takes it down in dramatic fashion. It is an absolute drubbing. Connor Berich puts on a master class. Howie, don't bring the trophy. In comes the confetti. Confetti all over the place.
We all did great.
Connor, you guys take...
Like you went number 1 at the draft.
He went number 1, and he would have went number 1 in the draft. Number 1, Bruno's Besties takes it down. Here's the trophy. Connor, raise it up with their homeroom. In addition to the trophy and bragging rights, today's contestants from Bruno's Besties will be receiving free tickets to the Moreland Theater as well as free breakfast or lunch for your homeroom. Fantastic job to both teams all year. Hold up the trophy one more time in front of the camera here. Bruno, hold it up. Right up right here. Right in the middle. Bruno, you are a champion. You guys take it down. You guys remain glorious. Well done. Let's take a look at the completed bracket. Number 1 seeded Bruno takes it down, and that wraps up the Red Raider Showdown Senior Tournament. I just wanted to thank all the homeroom teachers, contestants, our crew behind the scenes, the administration, and our studio audience for their support. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations to Bruno's Besties. We'll see you guys next year. Thank you, Howie. Goodbye.
Contestants on Red Raider Showdown enjoy 180 days of top-notch instruction at one of New Jersey's premier educational institutions, Ocean City High. Tune in next time for more thrills, laughs, and maybe even a few correct answers. Until then, stay curious, stay competitive, and don't forget to study.